All right, everybody. Hi. We're here for our second session
Hello.
of At the Door of Eternity. We have added a new player, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody now, and we're going to get started. So, At the Door of Eternity is our new campaign. We started it last month, and we had a break because July 6th was, in fact, a day that I had other obligations. I had family obligations, and now we're back. So here we are. A little bit of a long break between sessions, but that's okay. Our next session is on August 3rd. So it's part of the regular schedule once again. And it's right after a short break after A Blaze of Cruelty. So stick around after A Blaze of Cruelty. Let me go ahead and introduce our players. We'll start with our veteran players. Let's go players that have been playing with me the longest in order.
Oh, we did it last time.
Yeah, that's the way we did it last time. So, Chef, you first.
Hi, I'm the librarian. I've been part of Crewinth for an extremely long time. I used to be a staff member back when this was a pro board. I ran some things, I made some monsters, I made some contributions to the lore of the world, and now I am back playing a very dumb lizard. That way I can't metagame because I know nothing.
Okay, so Ben and, Lee and Livesey, do you guys want to flip for who goes first? Because I met you both at the same time.
Okay.
Lee, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Go.
7.
You were wrong.
That
It
my
was
number
0.
too.
I'll go first. Which leads perfectly into my introduction. So I am, I guess, the token foreigner of the group, as you know, you can probably tell by the accent. I am mischievous. I am defiant. And above all else, I'm a nuisance. So I am playing as and if I remember this correctly, because it has been a little while, I am playing a Drow Paladin.
Yes, you are.
As far as I'm concerned, well, we'll see how that plays out a little bit later. But that's what's going on, and I know as much as my character does, which is basically nothing.
What kind of paladin? If you're a drow.
He has not yet taken an oath.
That is for you to figure out, and for me to figure out. So
Okay, fair enough.
yes.
We'll all learn this together in due time.
I don't consider holding hands though.
If you're done, Livesey, we'll switch over to Lee.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Lee. I have also been playing, well, not with Valgas, but Heresy and Damnation for a very long time. And I am very glad that we have more healers now, because that means I'm not the only healer, as is wont to happen. So that means I have more room. I have more room to be a nuisance and enjoy I enjoy being a healer, but I have more room to do some truly dumb shit.
There you go. All right. If you're done, we'll move to Brian.
Indeed.
All right, Brian, you're up. You're muted, though. There you go.
I am Brian. I am playing the Great Panjandrum, the Lizard Wizard.
He the Lithered Withered.
Yes. And I will just give a bit of a warning. It's been a long day.
I understand.
And I already ran a game for like 3.5 hours and drove home in the 111-degree heat.
Holy shit!
So,
if you need a few minutes to sit in the cool air and to just decompress, that's perfectly fine.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
So.
I'm glad you're okay. If you're done, we'll move on to Velvet.
Hi there, I'm Velvet. I'm very new to Valgas, though I was obviously in the first session. I'm trying to get more into the mechanical side of D&D because I've generally focused more on the roleplay in the past, and that's like a character flaw, a personal flaw of mine, and hoping things go well. I have enjoyed Valgas so far in what I've seen, so I hope I'll be here for a while.
Yeah. I hope to have you for a while. And last but not least, we have Kiva.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm playing a Cockernite druid by the name of Morgan Stark. Circle of the Stars. I've been doing a little bit of reading, although understandably I don't still have a lot to learn for the setting, so would appreciate a little bit of hand holding, but not too much. I've considered myself pragmatic and down to the earth, but mostly a quiet person, if you already guessed.
Okay. With that said, I believe we have everything we need, so I've already preloaded our map. Just to reiterate, just for everyone's information, we are disregarding the clock. That's only going to remain, if it's even on your screen at the time, it will only be there just as a means to keep the like your active effects and such in check. Disregard it. You have no idea what time it is. Okay. You are all in the spectral realm, as a reminder. And you are also in what amounts to a mega dungeon. It is not by any means small.
Cool.
And you've generally all had your briefing from your benefactor, ? The person who has so rudely resurrected you from just obliteration. So if you those of you who weren't here, I'm sending you the read-in from last session, which is very important information. I suggest you read through it now, so you have an idea of what's going on. God damn it, Discord.
It's no longer corners your issue. It's now third-party programs.
It's just that it's too long by 157 characters. So,
oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, no.
There you go. There's yours, Livesey, and
Thank you.
where you are? There you are, Kiva. Okay, and here's
What?
yours, Kiva.
What?
So that's your these are your read-ins.
Ooh.
Read through those very quickly, but absorb them. There's important information in the read-ins, as always. And we're going to... Oh, I have another one to send you. Holy fuck, that's even wordier.
Oh, right. One that
Hey, man, you're the one who writes this stuff. This is all on you.
Okay, so that's roughly a third.
Sorry about that.
And let's see, here to here, I suppose, should be good. And then we'll do here to here. Just need to get my new players up to speed, and then we will begin the actual session. So, I believe I'm paused right now, but I'll load you guys over. Okay. Alright, your turn, Livesey. Here you go. 1.
God, oh no.
You're like, oh, I didn't sign up to read today.
I was elected to lead, not to read. Number 3.
To lead, not to read.
Oh my God.
There you go. That's it. That's it, I swear.
That was it. Thank you.
That's it, I swear. Okay. While they're reading that, just as a recap, you have begun to explore our. Oh God, I have to fix this. You had begun to explore the newest area that you have available to you, which is just this whole floor of strange rooms and opulent yet dusty spaces. I'm going to have to
Can I make out any significance in the giant ampersand on the floor?
No, that's not even there. That's not diegetic. That's not diegetic. I'm sorry.
Roll me a 1d20 for metagaming, please. Anything but a 20, and your character is banished.
I accept that challenge.
Quickest TPK ever.
Everyone
It's
fails.
like, hey guys, I just finally playing D&D for the first time in 5 years, and I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. All right, I gotta refresh this page. All right, let's go ahead and get started. You all had explored some of the rooms. You've met Clive, who is this little weird dude. And you found a room that's got a fountain in it. You found a room that's kind of cozy, another room that's kind of cozy, a dead-end hallway, and this religious space that most of you are currently in. Morgan, you're in the hallway. You're also noted as encumbered. If you want to drop some of this crap you have, you're certainly welcome to just drop it. You can drag and drop something onto the floor, and it should just remove it from your inventory.
Oh, you can't teleport us back to the room with the chest to have Morgan drop stuff off, can you?
No, you can walk there.
I don't know where it is anymore. I can't see the map.
Oh, sorry.
Everything's dark.
How do I move around? Oh shit, so slow.
Okay. I'm gonna unpause for you, and there you go.
I'm so slow.
Okay, cool. So that's how we do it, right?
WASD or the number pad, if you have a full keyboard, or the arrow keys will move you around. All of the maps, as a note for our new players, are WYSIWYG. They're what you see is what you get. So, at the very minimum, without making perception checks, the room is as it appears, or the spaces that you're in are as they appear.
I don't remember where we've already been, so I can unlock the map again.
Am I going crazy, or was Asdu becoming slowly more quiet?
Oh, I might have been. Oh.
Like, I was like trying to like, wait a minute. I'm going crazy.
Somebody leave me with the chest so I can drop off my chest.
Oh, you can just drop it on the ground if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a question for you. So if I do drop it, it's say in this room, and then let's say 2 sessions later, I'm like, I want that chest. Is it going to be here, or is it something that I'm going to have to note down and then send you to DM and like, hey, yo, where's that sea chest that I dropped here 40 sessions ago?
It'll be there. It'll be right where you left it.
Okay. We just better go up into the corner and place it down. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put a note in.
That doesn't. Yeah, is the stuff that we put in the chest in the first place still there? If other things got reset?
Oh, God fucking damn it! I don't know why it always does this.
Thank you. That's. Oh, I was gonna say it's. I'll know it's there because I'll come in that room like, why is that there? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I basically place it against the wall, make it like nice and tidy, and then ever so slightly put it off skew, and then just walk away from it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's also the healing bomb or the pain bomb, whatever it was, and someone got a healing potion, and I destroyed the mana potion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have. Oh no, I left the bomb on the altar. Never mind. So that is actually not supposed to be in my inventory.
How much am I over encumbered?
27.
Quite a bit.
You're over by 27.
Yeah, quite an amount.
The manacles and the crowbar are 11.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I just want to go back to that chest. Where is it?
It's in here. He put it in here. Or if you're talking about the other one. The other one's in this room here. There's an entrance
the one
over here.
I can like.
As you guys panicky run around the
Well, the thing is, the map that we unlocked all went black to black, so we can't see where we started from or anything.
Here, I'll move. Everybody pause real quick.
I'm exploring. Hello.
Yeah, I
don't.
I see that. Hold on.
The problem is that we're gonna unlock doors and trigger things, and we could die.
But I want to explore. Okay.
I'm gonna move.
But I want to die.
I'm gonna put you all on the same tile real quick. I'm gonna show you the rooms that you've already explored, just for the sake of just expedience here, so you guys don't continue to freak out. You've explored this room.
Nice fountain. Good water.
Clive's shop.
More water, good.
Clive's shop, yep.
Long hallway. No traps.
Another long hallway. No
That's the hallway we started in.
No traps.
Oh god.
You've been in this room.
Oh god. Oh god.
Sorry. You've been in this room.
This is where I lit the couch on fire.
You've been in this room.
Also, this is where we got the potions. Are the potions in that chest? Do we need to pick them up again?
Oh god damn it, item piles. Yes, they are back in that chest. So I'm gonna put you back where you were.
We'll figure it out.
But and this is the staircase back to the solar.
Gotcha. The solar is the chest I'm thinking of, because we all dropped a bunch of stuff in there, didn't we?
What's the solar?
The solar. A solar is a residence, usually for a noble. It's where you guys started. It was full of art. It was full of various like pieces of basic equipment. There was a library, and you guys are now free to move again.
Cool.
And we're not supposed to touch the art.
She said
okay.
You can't sell don't sell the art to Clive.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Okay. So am I able to... Yeah, so when I right click, it's like, no matching key. I'm like, it's my fucking chest.
Yes, you should have a key to that. Hold on, let me...
I own you.
I don't know why you're with me in the afterlife, but you are mine.
Lock and key. So let me grab the ID.
Whoever's the biggest meat shield, can you go down like the places we haven't explored yet, so I can go there too?
What?
Isaac, probably.
And my answer to that is no. No.
Then how are we going to be able to get out of this place?
I don't know. That sounds like look, I'm going to knock on the door, open it, and then I'm going to make a strength chest to push you through the threshold. And if nothing happens, we go in.
Up until someone tells us otherwise, or until something goes horribly wrong, Orafina is just going to see y'all like freaking out over, like worrying that something could go wrong, and just roll her eyes and walk forward without y'all.
I think this is a key. This will work. If not, I'll
Let's
just
have a look.
God damn it.
A key aspect of her character is that she just doesn't take danger seriously enough right now.
I might be able to
realize what's going on.
Gotta reload the application. I disabled the mod that's doing that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll reload on its own. Don't worry. Just general reminder. I have a hard time because of my brain filtering you guys out individually. So try not to the best of your ability, not speak over each other. Because I need to be able to hear everything that everybody says. You guys, when like two of you are talking, you guys can individually hear each other fine, but I can't because two of you are talking at the same time. So
I can't.
That should work now. That chest.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. If you control click it, it'll open up an item pile. But I'm switching that to double click right now, so you might want to wait a moment.
Can we all use that one chest, or are we keeping that just for one person?
You can all use that one chest, but that's if Nizak lets you, because it's his chest. Should work.
That central auditory processing disorder is fun, isn't it?
Oh, it's from that TBI. Hell yeah, I love it.
Yep. Good old
TBI club.
Yep. Every time somebody goes, "Oh, but why don't you do this?" I'm like, TBI, walk away.
Mine's from forced. What would be the term for it? Forced brain damage due to neurological drugs.
Super. I fell 8 feet off the air assault course.
I've just been blown up.
Yeah.
They made me take a bunch of meds that did funky things to my brain.
I believe that the Army does that. Royal Air Force for you. So
Awesome. So with the item pile, if I add like currency or click update, does that then? So if I add, oh no, that's going to add actual money. Sorry.
Yeah, it moved your money over if you had any.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try and figure this out on my own. If I run into any issues, then I'll ask questions.
Sure. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. We fixed the default though.
I just fixed my lag issue. I'm so happy.
There you go.
For a sort of recap expedience, after Livesey is done with the chest here, can we shift back to the solar so Morgan can see it and see what would have happened, and Livesey, and the rest of us can put whatever we had in the solar chest there again, so we're not encumbered?
If everybody's okay with that, I'm fine moving you back to the solar for those purposes.
Is the chest like a proximity thing?
Yes, you need to be within 5 feet of it.
5 feet. Okay.
So the solar is like a safe room. There is a chest there meant to be general storage for us already.
We might. Okay, I might pick this back up then, and then
move it.
Like,
yeah,
it's not a terrible idea to have a chest that you can move forward as like
local storage.
What's staging?
Yeah,
a staging storage. But like the main, I don't want to carry my 50 feet of rope because I have no use for it, or things like that. There is an actual box in the solar that is the safe room. So
we could do that, but at the same time, that means I'm going to have to lug it around all the time. And if we get into sudden combat or anything of that nature, we are screwed.
I just mean like you put it at the bottom of the stairs, and that's what we do.
Yeah, like just drop it when you enter a new area and pick it up when you go before you go to a new area, and then go to a new area.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah, you just leapfrog it like that. That's what Chef's trying to say.
Yeah, we could. I guess we could do that. Yeah. Can I then drag that into my inventory?
Yeah, you just you kind of just claim it. So what you do is you click on it. Nope. Can't remember what button you need to push because I'm not a player and I don't press those buttons. I don't press those buttons.
Configure controls. All right, I'll have a look.
I think if you
double click it and then you can click take.
There you go. Lee knows all about looting.
Oh yeah, take chest.
Yeah, I gotta check on one of the dogs. Be right back.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, getting us caught back up is this funky thing of like, we did some stuff. It's important that you guys probably get on the same page of what we did. That way you're not trying to recreate the wheel. So the solar is, we started in this big old room. We all spawned from death, basically. Got a speech, explored. Some people got knocked out because they poked around arcane stuff. Eventually we found like a kitchen, a bath, other random stuff. There's a chest there that we can safely put stuff in. And then we started exploring here, and we ended up in this room where there's an altar to the god of death.
The original one. And actually...
the one.
Indeed. The original one. There are others that are worshipped as the god of death, though they're not the original one. Most notably in this room as well, though, we were given another further elucidation of the purposes of our explorations here by the ethereal voice of our benefactor, implying that if we succeed, we will be able to right whatever is wrong with the current state of the afterlife.
Including the fact that there could be an afterlife for the races of which there is not one. Like Scaldi.
Or elves.
Yeah.
Or dark elves.
I was gonna
Well-
say, yeah, or drow. Yeah, drow is a little weird, but
Yes, they do have an option.
The Dramini must have their options expanded.
then if I go like
And
this,
then humans aren't relegated to being hunted until you get eaten again when you die.
I mean, technically, they could find a small corner of the world and just obliterate in peace, but you got to get really lucky.
Okay, I'm dropping you guys in the solar. One at a time. Joriel, Morgan, Isaac, Olafina, Road.
Is there any particular reason we're going back here?
Yes, because to drop shit off at the pile here, and which you guys would have done.
What's
Yeah,
in
this
the
is
center of the map?
That's a big circle.
Yeah,
Her.
there's a lady who's not actually there anymore.
Okay.
That was the lady who was speaking to you in the read-in.
Okay.
And I suppose if you've been here this whole time, you would have seen Olafina try and touch the circle like twice and get knocked out twice.
Are you talking about the circle that's more southbound on the map?
This one.
Oh no, rather it's not a circle, it's like a arcane diamond. This is where we
Okay.
spawned in.
Okay.
This is the thing you don't touch.
Oh, okay. No touchy. I hear you.
Okay.
So, the woman suggested striking at the darkness that infects the sanctum. Any ideas?
Well, we've not exactly found much darkness yet. Just a lot of fancy house.
Don't necessarily believe this darkness is very literal here, but who knows?
Sorry.
But yes, exploring this area, you can find all of the things. Like over here on the eastern side, this is your magical kitchen that summons whatever meal you want.
Ooh. Have a lemon meringue pie.
This is a library.
Why is it so dark?
I believe the eastern door in the library you can't open. This northeastern door, if you try to open it, Illyria yells at you. I unlocked it, notably, but it's still magic locked, and she yells. She was like, "Oh, good job! Don't go in there." Over here is the bathhouse thing, I believe. And then there's a big old dragon skull down here.
Oh,
cool.
At some point, I got a book from the library called The Corinthian Village Life in 1080G. In 1080J. It is no longer in my inventory, and I do not remember how to add it to my inventory.
1080 AJ?
1083 AJ. Or 1083J, yeah.
Alright, there you go.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, basically all our actions from the last game are reset, so we have to do them again manually. I think the only thing that I can distinctly remember happening that we're missing is whoever picked up the health potion should have it, but the mana potion from that chest was destroyed.
That's correct. You can go
I
back
picked
and
up the health potion.
you can go back and get it in the other room. At the other.
And sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say anybody else who's still encumbered may want to drop off their stuff
Sorry,
so
guys.
that they're not encumbered.
Am I encumbered? I don't remember.
Yeah, if you've got a little anchor next to your icon, it means you're encumbered.
I do not see an anchor. next to my
Anchor. You mean out in the world? Oh, okay.
It looks like a kettlebell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what?
I'm
All right.
trapped in a small room. Help.
Um,
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know what to drop.
I have a question regarding our new player. Are we just acting as if she's been here from the get-go, or is she
Yes.
going to be introduced later on?
She's been here from the beginning.
Okay. Cool.
Though I've lost track of her token. Where the hell? Oh, there she is.
He left me behind. Actually, I'm probably gonna get rid of the rope.
You can probably
Any objections?
get rid of the rope.
I don't
So,
see an
could-
anchor anywhere, so I assume I'm good.
You're good. You're not.
It's
Can I-
just
Can I put
Nizak
the rope in the
and-
box?
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah,
be
you
next
gotta
to
be
the
next
box.
to it.
So it's up there.
Where's the box?
Up here.
Why will it not let me open the box now? What in the world? No! Yeah, chaos. Murder. Disorder.
This is an item
it a
pile,
one-
right?
Is it a one at a time thing?
No. Oh, it got disabled. That's why.
Love it.
There you go.
Is this map interactive?
Yeah, you double click on the box.
Nothing's happening. Oh wait, no. I'm doing it stupid.
It's okay.
Okay.
Don't mind me reloading my game like a genius.
Click and drag. Would that work? Okay, there we go. Am I fixed now? No.
You've got noodle arms, so.
Shush! I'm trying to lift. Okay. I gotta make the gains.
You probably
Just thou
don't need to be
equals.
holding rations if you have them, because they're heavy, but also because we have a kitchen right here and we haven't explored super far yet.
Okay,
So-
fine. I'll put it away. Probably the torch too. Honestly. Am I so uncovered? No, I'm not. Oh, never mind.
You got dark vision, so you'll be fine without a torch.
Oh, okay, then I'll probably will do that. Goodbye.
Does the pile share it between everyone, or is it just your stuff?
It's shared between everyone.
Okay.
Don't take my snackies. I'll be angry.
Suppose the only one still encumbered is Lucy, if you want to drop it off, or if you want to just walk around carrying that chest.
Well, I dropped the chest before we got moved over, so I'm going to have to go over there and pick it up. And probably that's where I'm going to stash all my stuff, if I'm going to be a little bit honest with you.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I'm kind of carrying maybe the rations, maybe the torch.
Your biggest problem is your chainmail.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, why is it so heavy?
This is chain. Yeah.
Because it's a full suit of chainmail is what it is. So.
Oh, right, I thought it was just like a chest piece. Okay,
No, that would be
makes
a
a lot
chain
more
shirt.
sense.
Yeah, that would be a chain shirt. So this is a full suit of chainmail. So,
Okay.
coif,
That makes
all the way down to the hands, all the way down to the feetsies. So,
touch my feetsies.
not the feetsies.
Oh,
Yeah, that is.
Armored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am set, so whenever we want to return to dungeon, I'm good.
Give me a
am also
RDY
set.
when you're ready to go back to the dungeon.
I'm ready to go
RDY?
back.
Put a RDY in the chat when you're ready to go back to the dungeon.
All right.
Okay. Who are we missing? Okay.
Me is what we're missing.
Is that an alternate language for Joriel?
Yes.
Who's to say? If you can read it, you can read it.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. I'm gonna assume everybody's ready then. Yes?
Yeah.
No. You're not.
Hang on. Yeah, I should be okay for now.
Okay.
And I still have this thing here.
Okay, you guys are back where I left you.
Yep, excellent.
But yeah, so the slight point of order is that don't run ahead too fast while other people are doing interactive things in rooms we're in, because you may die.
If you're fine with your character dying, that's fine too.
Oh,
But
trust
also,
me. I know.
you may run ahead and trigger things that other people would like to respond to, and that's just kind of a not nice thing to do.
Don't split up the group. I know that old golden rule.
Quick, split the party.
Alright, so I believe when we left off, though, everyone else had interacted with this altar of death. The main reason we wanted to stay here was so that Livesey, as an Isaac, could do whatever they wanted. with this altar.
Olafina had started to do a thing, but whenever she realized people were walking in behind her, she stopped and stepped aside for them because she wanted to do it in private.
Rotak, on learning what religion was and what this god of death was for, left an offering of this balm that is essentially pain medicine, praying for a good death, ironically not for himself, more for the god of death, because he doesn't understand what he's praying for. So he essentially prayed that the god of death would find a good death, and he doesn't know what that means, but it's his best effort.
Nizak's going to approach the altar. And as you know, with you see, as you see with what you get, he's going to, I guess, like, inspect it, like, because this is really odd. This should not be happening in any way, shape, and or form. He wants to see what's going on here.
Okay. Just gonna reread the description of the room, and then we'll be able to make checks again. So as you enter this room, you find that it is, like all others, well appointed. The marble of the floor is polished perfectly clean. The walls are decorated with fine molding. As the braziers become lit, a light incense begins to waft out of their metal containers on either side, out of the metal containers on either side of the altar, the thermos, smelling of some kind of wood. The walls are decorated with paintings that depict the birth of the cosmos, the earliest times before anyone walked the face of Valgast.
Right. Okay.
And if you would like to inspect the altar, you may make a perception check.
Oh, excellent. I will.
Sure, why not? How do I do that?
Definitely do that.
Okay.
Just click normal roll.
Yep, normal roll.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Both of you succeeded your checks here. It'll apply to both interesting objects in the room. The altar itself seems quite plain, crafted from a single piece of marble block. The front of it is carved with classic depictions of death. The top of it is flat and even. There's a device sitting atop it that looks like a model of the heavens. And the rug that is in this room is nicely woven. It appears that there's some wear and tear on the floor in front of the altar. Someone has spent a lot of time kneeling here.
Nizak is going to take out his, if I remember correctly, his saber, and place it in front of him and kneel, and begin praying. Not for too long, maybe approximately about a minute, minute and a half. He will then get up, sheath his saber, and walk away. Without a word.
So question for Nizak. What kind of Drummond are you again?
What's that?
What kind of dark elf are you?
Sorry.
In what respects?
Daywalker,
Oh, right, yeah. Can't recall if I remember correctly.
It's under your
I think I went with Delver.
You are a
Yeah.
Delver. It's under your features.
All right.
Yeah, I thought so. I was like, that's the correct one, right? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
No worries. It's been about a minute.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything else in this room?
Rory will be watching both of the dark elves closely as they pray, almost looking like trying to see just the mechanics of how they do it. But otherwise, no.
Okay. Great Panjandrum. If you're speaking, I can't hear you, which might mean you're muted. Or he stepped away for a moment. Anything you want to do, Rotak? Anything else?
No, I think my little offering is the limit of what I do in this room before I'm ready to go.
Okay. Morgan, anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. So unless there's something in Panjandrum or Olafina want to do, we're going to... You guys can move on.
As I said, Olafina's very explicitly not doing anything with anyone around.
Yep, of course. Brian? Anything you want to do? I've got you... You're still muted in Discord.
No.
Okay. Alright.
And the direction I believe we were going is this way, so I'm gonna go
You're going east?
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna go a little bit east. We'll start and then we'll pause. That way, Olafina can do what Olafina's gonna do without worrying about what we're doing.
Yes.
Do you want me to... move...
Don't step on me. Excuse me, sir.
Do you want me to move you around, Brian? Because I know you have trouble moving around in Foundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
I'll,
Thank you.
I'll keep you with the group.
I appreciate it.
No problem, dude.
Attach the lizard wizard to me so I can speak skull. I can do the thing. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. So, as they leave the room, what do you want to do, Alafina?
Olafina's gonna come up to the front of the altar and kneel on both knees. And both with due respect and with a little bit of scorn, she's going to essentially make a prayer saying that she is thankful for this opportunity in spite of everything, and is willing to do this one last task to cap off her life, I guess. There is a little bit of scorn because she has spent the last several decades constantly being accused of heresy and all kinds of other things back home, and she does not vibe well with her fellow Azeroth worshippers. but she is paying all the respect that she can in that moment. And then she's just going to get up, turn, and walk out.
The door shuts behind you by itself.
Interesting.
And yeah, scene's yours, guys.
I think this bottom corner thing. I think this is there. What is down here?
Royal's gonna inspect the statue.
Oh, what's that?
Interesting.
Oh.
Statue?
I was able to move my character via WASD before, and now, never mind. Now it's working.
Okay. This is a statue of a dark elf. I only have so many statue models, so this is what it looks like. It is a statue of a dark elf. The armor is unexpected. It's clearly a woman, and it seems to be wielding a staff and sword. And there's a crown around her head of what appears to be bone.
Can I run a history check to find out who it is?
Sure, yeah.
I'll
I
do
would
a similar one.
also like to do that.
Sure.
Oh, well, I just...
Yeah, you're not very well versed on dark elf history.
Understandably so.
Mm-hmm. Joriel, you also are not very well rehearsed on dark elf history. Olafina, you don't even recognize the armor. It's from a totally different period than what you would recognize. Probably from before you were born or after you died.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you in the hallway, come check this out.
Nizak is kind of like looking around, going, "Hang on, where did everybody go?" Turns
Come
over
in
and
here.
goes,
Come here. Look, there's a dark elf statue.
You said it's wearing a crown of bone?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not the real crown here, but that's what it looks like.
Right.
Yeah, Nizak's gonna kind of look at that and go, who is that? Who is this supposed to represent?
You can go ahead and roll a history check.
Cool, no worries.
Okay. Oh. The best one here.
Yeah, that's the best roll we got. This is a statue of definitely a priestess, but the armor definitely is more advanced than anything that you remember. So it is definitely from someone after you died.
Right. Nizak's going to approach it and kind of reach out a hand and kind of like inspect the armor like physically.
Okay.
Like just like grooves and wherever.
It's made of marble, and the marble is different than what you would normally expect of marble, which is being like pure white with striations of grays and such. This marble is black with striations of gold running through it.
That's my kind of statue.
And as you look at it and you kind of like run your fingers over the different parts of the armor, as you inspect it, you're definitely seeing that this is was made of some kind of lightweight metal, layered with, if your eyes don't deceive you, some kind of spider silk, which is very endemic to your people.
Yep.
Can I roll a nature check to see if Rotak can figure out what kind of bone the crown is made out of?
Sure, yeah.
Just because?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because I kind of wanna.
Oh, okay.
No, no, unfortunately, you don't recognize it.
It's too stony. The details are lost.
Any other checks you want to make here?
Let me have a look.
What were the rules on selling art to Clive? What kind of things could we not take?
You could not sell art to Clive.
That was the one rule.
That was the one rule.
I mean, but technically, I already sold art to Clive.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but it wasn't
Rather-
art. It wasn't art that was here already.
Okay.
Nizza, I'd like to roll a religion check. I want to see if this is some sort of like in the way that this is posed and the way that the armor is designed. Is this was this designed in the sense for like say a particular matron? Was this designed for her, or was this designed for one of her personal guard, or what the go is?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll a religion check.
Show me potato salad.
Were you
That is
prepared
not
for
potato
us to
salad.
Were you prepared for
Why
us to
are
have
we
this
all
sea level
rolling
of questions
fives?
with every single statue?
I can't make out anything anyone's saying. What were you saying, Chef?
Were you prepared for us to have this many questions about every single statue we run into in this mega dungeon?
Yes. I spent 6 months writing this adventure, dude. Okay, so you rolled a religion check on this statue. You're trying to figure out like what the position in the religious hierarchy this person is, correct?
Yes.
Based on what your knowledge of this is, she's definitely a priestess. She's pretty high up there, but you don't know specifically. Your roll's not high enough.
Has Nizak by any chance said out loud that this is a priestess?
No.
Okay.
No.
The quiet
Nizak-
brooding types?
What'd you say, Morgan?
I was just asking if he was the quiet brooding type.
Well, considering this is very, very weird, and I take it you, Morgan, are the only other drow.
Olafina is the only other drow.
Olafina.
Oh, Elefina is the only other drow. Nizek's gonna turn to Elefina and yes.
It's very obvious that by her dress and everything, most likely that she's a Daywalker clan mother. Probably.
Yeah, Nizek's gonna kind of look at you. Yeah, Nizek's gonna kind of look at you, look at the statue, look at you once more, and goes, "I've never seen this type of armor before," and then walk away.
Okay. Great.
A
Olafina's
door.
going to go straight through this.
I wasn't trying to go through it. I was just trying to move around. My bad. But door.
Okay.
Ooh, this looks like a study. Oh.
I can't see anything.
You should have dark vision. Hold on.
I don't see anything.
Oh, it's not on. That's why. There you go.
You lied to me. Okay.
My dark vision is also off, I think.
Nope, it's on.
Actually, no.
It's in gray.
It just looks gray.
Yeah, you can see everything in shades of gray. So as you guys enter this room, hold on.
Just for a note, I should be holding a light source.
Oh yes, you should be. You should have a torch, shouldn't you?
No, I used another candle instead.
Oh, candle. Okay. Let's see, candle. Candles
Because
could be 5, 5. 5, 5. Let me just make you a nice little warm light, little guy. There you go.
Yay!
What a warm blizzard.
Yeah. So this
What
is
a warm blizzard.
This is generally a tight room. The fireplace in front of you is unlit. As you peer around in the dark, you can make the vague shapes of furniture out. A pair of beds and desks, it would seem.
There's papers on the desk. Can I read them?
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'll assist with you.
Okay, advantage.
Ryan's dancing like.
Oh,
what?
come on. I just saw
I
an
did not
18.
mean to roll that.
You rolled a 9 at advantage. These seem Uninteresting and boring. Something about agricultural yields and that sort of thing.
They're
my-
written in common then?
They are in Common Crook, yeah. Or High Crook.
High group.
Olafina's going to cast Dancing Lights and illuminate the room. I don't know how to
Here you go.
through here.
You get 3 of them, I think.
There you go.
Or 4.
Oh, those are dice.
Oh, so it always casts 3 of them. Okay, interesting.
It's 3 or 4. I can't remember how many.
Yeah,
4, up to 4.
Okay, yeah. So you also have control of them.
I see that.
Rotak is like peering over these people who are looking at these things, just like, what are these? Just gingerly picks up a piece of paper and claws. Just, what are we doing with this?
It records
imagining-
information. Like, that one
how does it-
specifically.
How does it record information? He just like pushes it at you and see if it changes. Tapping you with a piece of paper, waving it at your body. Like, what is it recording?
Joriel will hold
Olafina-
it up.
Olafina says along the lines of, there are a series of symbols that people have developed as a way of representing words and thoughts. Those words and thoughts represented by symbols can be written using an ink on parchment, allowing you to teach someone else those symbols so as to let them read your words and thoughts from the parchment.
Rotek says, looks at the paper better. The farm yield of corn was 3 bushels in this month. The silt from the river just starts reading flawlessly, just interesting, and puts it down.
You can't read, actually, High Crook.
I have Common Crook.
You have Common Crook, which is the spoken, as you well know, Chef. The High Crook is the written. You can't read it.
You said it was written in Common Crook. You openly
And
said it was written in Common Crook.
And then I corrected myself and said High Crook.
Fine. Maybe I missed that part. I wanted to make the
Olafina
joke that, hey, he can read something.
Olafina can read High Crook, so she's going to read that out to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's boring stuff. It's boring accounting papers and such.
Dang, I missed the part about the High Crook because I wanted to make that joke so bad. I was like, he can read. Fantastic.
Maybe there'll be another opportunity for it.
I mean, if it's Elcogger or Drocogger, technically he could read it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
No, I
Do
think
wonder
we're
who
good.
would. I imagine they probably have staff in a house like this. I have no idea exactly why a dark elf would keep someone writing in Common Cruic in their employ to monitor agricultural yields.
High Crook.
I
Grade.
don't understand the human distinction between dialects. Why have one language for writing and one language for speaking? Seems inefficient.
Fair.
Are you saying this in character?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I can't say anything. Never mind.
Oh yeah, and Olafina also says High Crook. I was saying that out of character, but I didn't realize he was speaking.
Out of character. There's also Arcane Crook, because why not have a third language for magic?
Yeah, but that one's just math.
Alright, we move over here.
I think
Okay,
at this-
how do I uncast Dancing Lights?
I'll just delete them.
Okay, cool.
You just let me know when you drop the dancing light spell.
Alright.
At this point, I think Joriel is going to produce his shard of the mirror sort of turned away from everyone and look at it. And he's going to see he's going to see in the reflection of the mirror a light that isn't here. And as he sort of like looks at it, it illuminates itself in reality.
Okay. You get how much light? 2020?
2020.
Oh.
Or oopsie, that's 40 additional feet. Okay, there you go. Is that on? Holy fuck. Be on. Yeah, okay, it's on.
Yep.
This is fancy.
Right,
Cool.
Is this another one of those circles that knocks you unconscious?
It's a rug.
Oh.
I mean, if you trip on it, yes.
What kind of?
What kind of
Sorry.
rug?
You know,
What kind? Yeah.
It's a circular rug with some intricate designs on it.
What's it made out of?
It's made out of fiber, like
Oh.
cotton.
Is it nice and plushy?
It's not that plushy. It's not a shag rug.
Guys, the candle's just lit when I just walked here.
That's
It
a phenomena you've been encountering the entire time you've been on this floor. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I just noticed. I was like, fuck.
you know, why couldn't you inscribe an arcane circle into a rug? Weaving is just as much math as magic.
Could.
Nizak, that's a lantern right in front of you if you want to try to light it.
Would Olafina
Thank you. Actually, I would like to do that. Actually,
Okay. You got a means to
would
light it?
Olafina
I have a candle.
got a.
Rotek runs
tinder
over holding the
box.
candle.
I'm not saying anything, by the way. I'm not like pointing things out. I'm kind of just exploring.
This-
But
I know.
knowing the
I mean-
lizard brain and how it works, I'll just hear the pitter patter of your feet and just step out of the way.
I mean, he was behind you to begin with. He went over there too. Rotek's like, ooh, and just touches candle to thing.
Olafina is going to get up real close to this rug, and she's just going to study the intricate pattern, see if she recognizes it. Inspiration can tell who made it, etc.
Make an investigation check.
All right.
No, natural 20.
Yo.
Nat 20.
27. So this is a design that was made in southeastern Kruinth. It is actually an Eastern Scaraptican design. You can tell that from the way that the various patterns are. They're endemic to this area. However, there is a flair for it and a level of sophistication that portrays a more advanced weaving technology than you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm. So you really thought this out, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, while everything is WYSIWYG, there is not a chair is a chair is a chair sometimes, but not always.
Right.
Dude, it took him 6 months to write this, of course.
Yeah. There are at least 30 mimics in this area of the map alone.
Right. I also want to say this is only one floor, and this is a mega dungeon.
Oh, God.
I hope those mimics are tasty.
Also going
doors
to check
down
out these statues to see if she recognizes anything about them. History or religion, or just history?
You can do history, religion, or investigation if you prefer. Any of those would work.
I have the same in all three of them, so...
Well, flavor would be different for each. So history check. This is probably a Corinthian knight, but also perhaps a nobleman. Not anyone that you specifically recognize, but there is a house name written on the front of it in High Kruik. The name is Tekarov.
Hold on. Notes. Found a statue of a knight or noble man inscribed with the name. Could you spell that for me?
Tekarov.
Tekarov.
AROV.
Thank you.
Yep, he is holding a maul.
A maul. Holding a maul.
Big
That's
hammer.
probably
A bit-
considering
Yeah,
decided that was worth mentioning.
Yeah, big fuck off hammer is what he's holding.
And then I'm going to do the same for the other statue.
Nice X already over there, and you just kind of bump into him. He's in that
Oh,
space right there.
Yeah.
And Nizak, are you investigating that as well?
Yeah.
Okay, one of you can roll at advantage then.
I feel like I don't need advantage in this case.
Oh, sorry, Brian. Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry, dude. I should have moved you.
But I will just in case. I forgot to actually roll the thing with advantage, but hey, it's fine.
As you like bump into Nizak, like
Sorry about that.
breaking his concentration, he's just gonna look at you and walk away.
This one also reads Tekarov, and he has a trident that he's wielding. It looks almost exactly the same as the other guy.
Uriel is going to wordlessly nod to Nizak and gesture his head towards the doors up ahead, and then start walking.
Nizak will follow.
Okay.
Oh, we're not going down this way?
We're splitting already? I love it.
Yeah, we're splitting the party, baby!
Alright, I'm at this door. Screw it.
She's gonna follow, or Olafina's going to see everyone split up and just follow the other drum leg.
I don't like
Alrighty.
those. I
Oh,
don't like those. I don't like them. I don't like them.
Roll initiative.
No!
oh joy!
Yes.
First time we split the party too.
Amazing.
How do I roll initiative?
You can do it from your... Oh, you've already done it.
I did?
Yeah. You rolled a 6.13.
17.12, so I'm going second. And none of them know anything's happening yet because we have to
wasn't
like
up.
yell.
I was gonna ask, did you want me and Lee to roll initiative as well?
Yes, everybody does.
Oh, okay. How do I roll that? Sorry, mate.
You can, at the top of the carousel, you can click on your own portrait and it will roll it, or you can roll it from your character sheet with the word.
Oh,
initiative.
cool.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did. That's pretty cool.
Oh, nay.
So what's the point whatever is coming from? I've never seen that in D&D.
Breaker.
That's the tiebreaker. It's coming from your dexterity stat.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yep. As we begin,
I love that.
as you open the door, it seems like a normal room, and then a statue, what appears to be a statue, at the very top of the room near the ceiling, full man size, steps off of its platform and lands in front of you.
Oh,
You hear it say in High Kruic, "Trespassers," and it stalks towards you.
oh joy.
It's going to make an attempt to grab you by the throat. This is
Jesus.
an athletics check. Roll an athletics check or an acrobatics check to slip the grapple. This person or thing is wielding a trident that looks particularly nasty at the head of it, as multiple curved spikes, as if it could drill through armor, and it has golden armor.
Nice. What was acrobatics and what?
Or athletics, one of the two. You can pick either.
Ooh.
You almost slip out of it, but its grip tightens on you. You are grappled.
Shit, this is a good roll too.
I know. He's quite strong. Let me just open him up again. And that is... he's going to go ahead and make a attack with his trident on you. He misses with the first one. He should have this advantage. I'm going to let that one go just because he should have had an advantage, and I rolled shit. And I keep doing it, so we're gonna just move on. Goddamn brain. Okay. It's the end of his turn. A waft of living smoke comes out of the opened walls behind you. They slam down in almost an instant, revealing these creatures. You hear a smoky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's gonna dash. It's gonna kind of like waft its way past you, and that's its move. Joriel, your turn. You hear. You probably don't actually. You're way outside of.
I make a perception check to try and hear with my elven senses.
Absolutely. Your elven senses give you advantage on hearing-based perception checks.
Indeed.
Indeed. 23.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yes. You absolutely do hear the Golden Knight say what he said, which was trespassers, something like that.
And a bunch of choking sounds.
Yeah.
Joriel's going to groan, say to Nizak they've gotten themselves in trouble. And we'll start running. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna run. That's my fun little plains elf business.
Huh?
Where's the... Okay, that's 50 feet to there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 40 feet. 45 feet for my normal movement speed. But then when I'm dashing, I get up to 100 feet, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another 40, so I have another 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And I can see this motherfucker now?
If you can see him, you can see him.
Lovely.
Oop.
I...
Oopsie. He's not dead. There's a button on the carousel that automatically does that.
And... I am going to cast a spell, actually. Joriel does not understand that he's casting a spell, but he's going to speak, and there's this thunderous reverberation as he says, "Drop her!" or "Drop!"
Okay.
And cast command.
Okay. Saving throw, right?
Yep.
What is it? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Command is such a good spell. I love command.
Alas.
13.
Oh,
What's
That
your...
does not succeed.
Okay,
My
so...
spell DC is 14.
So he drops you immediately. You are no longer grappled, Morrigan.
am I prone for being grappled or standing?
You're standing. I'll say you're standing. You're level 1. I'll give a smidgen of mercy.
Oh, you're so nice.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Joriel?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Would Olafina know anything about smoke elementals? Can she hit them? Does she know?
So you can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Alrighty then. I'll do that right quick. I need to stop going through here. I figured out how to not have to go through there. Arcana. Normal.
Smoke elementals are just like any other creature in a lot of ways. They are a physical embodiment. They are a physical embodiment of smoke and of smoke. You can hit them. They are a physical manifestation, so they do get hurt. They can be destroyed.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You also know that they are mischievous and playful. And not necessarily
tag.
not necessarily arrayed against you.
Oh shit! I need to select a target.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to target this one with a Ray of Frost.
Sure.
Actually, no. 2d6 with the ice knife. Measure template.
Yeah, you gotta put one down. You gotta push the button and then drop it somewhere.
Okay. So grab it from here, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
What? I click on ice knife and I drag it.
Yes, you should be able to drop the template on the map. You should click on it. Oh, it failed to place the measured template. I wonder why. I'm gonna look into that real quick. Your access.
Might be because I was targeting someone with select targets.
Oh no, it's a deprecated piece of tech, so it's just broken. So let me go ahead and do a. Just go ahead and roll a your ranged spell attack ability. So that would be intelligence +2. Ooh.
Oof.
Okay, so whenever that wants to pick up, your spell DC is 15, so it's gonna go ahead and roll its dexterity check or a saving throw. It succeeds.
Oof.
So it takes nothing. You don't hit it at all. Your ice knife kind of fumbles. It explodes. I'm gonna say you put it like, what is it? How big is it?
5 foot.
5 foot? Yeah.
Question.
Oh no.
Question.
Answer.
So I'm not supposed to be sharing a space with someone, correct?
Correct. Where are you?
Right under Morgan.
Oh. I'm just
Gonna
gonna
move me to the side.
I'm gonna move you
Yeah,
right
awesome.
there. Okay.
Lovely.
So
Means the three of you all have to make saving throws.
For what?
I was gonna put it like you all three of you have to
The
make saving.
target of each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
So that's Olafina, you
Oh.
need to make a dex save. Morgan, you need to make a dex save.
Sorry.
Joriel, you need to make a dex save. Success. Failure.
Oh, God.
And
God.
Olafina, go ahead and roll yours.
Where do I?
You click on dexterity and then you click saving throw.
Okay. Attributes, dexterity, saving throw.
You also fail. You blast yourself.
Oof.
Roll 2d6, please, Olafina.
Okay. Slash R2d6.
You gotta put a space between the R and the 2.
Yes, of course. I'm stupid.
Luckily, it was low damage. Each of you take 3 points of damage.
Low? That's a quarter of my
I
health.
did not take 3 points of damage.
Oh, you did not. Yes, you succeeded.
My bad. No.
What do you mean? Just to watch yourself?
Just watching Olafina get fucking chunked. Okay, so this is now we're moving up to yeah, you got to make a concentration check. Olafina.
That creates icy terrain, right? Oh, sorry.
Yes. So here is your icy terrain.
I'm just imagining she fully panicked and just did the first thing that came to mind, and it
Yes.
did not work.
Yeah, and you speared me in the head with ice. I love it.
Yep, you also lost your concentration. Full panic. All right, that is. I'm gonna say that's the end of your turn, unless you want to try to run away.
Yeah, that's the end of my. Actually, no, I don't want to opportunity attack on top of all that.
Okay. This smoke method, elemental, sorry, is gonna squeeze out, go, and keep going this way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And spot you, the great Panjandrum, regard you with interest, and say, "Little lizard, let's play." And it's going to take its dash and stand next to you. This smoke elemental is going to scooch this way. 1, 2, 3, and it's going to say, "The big lizard!" And is going to reach out to grab you with its smoky claws. It hits, dealing 4 points of damage. Panjandrum, it is now your turn. And you are muted. Just a heads up.
Yeah, I know. It takes me a second to
Oh, okay, sorry.
unmute. Alright, so this thing is right next to me. And we are able to physically hit it.
Yep. Sorry, I have to rebalance this.
Produce my deck and say, pick a card. Any card. No, not that one. Not that one either. Here, this one. And I firebolt him.
Okay. A ranged spell attack is at disadvantage, are you sure? Because you're right up against him.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Alright, I gotta target him. Okay. Targeted him. Firebolt.
I'm watching you all move your cursors around.
I don't think I'm sure this thing worked.
I have no.
There's some issues here. There we go.
Witch bolt, and I am in close quarters. I am now in danger.
Haha, I'm in danger.
15 does hit. You deal 2 points of damage.
I'm in danger.
Very good.
Wow.
You blast him.
And then I just started
Blast him with my crossbow.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else you want to do, Panjandrum?
If I run away, he'll get an attack of opportunity.
It seems unaffected by the fire, actually.
No.
Well, that just annoys me. I am going to glare at it.
Only looks could kill.
Yeah.
Called being a bard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm so annoyed that my spell didn't work. I'm just like,
all right. I get you. End of your turn.
yes.
Okay. Rotak, your turn.
It's time to stabby stab.
Okay.
Let's see. The door being right there makes it difficult to target this guy.
I
but let's
will
see.
move the door.
Aha! All right. Gotta remember to do the
The
target.
door sprouts legs and walks away.
Yeah.
No,
He waddled away. He waddled.
Yes.
For the very next day.
Target. And I get to sneak attack because he's flanked. We're hitting the Golden Knight because the initial reaction was, let go, bad statue.
He is not flanked. You have to be on the opposite side of him. Somebody does.
Well, that for true flanking, but sneak attack is just if another enemy of the target is
Yes.
within 5 feet.
Yes, you do have sneak
it.
attack and advantage.
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do sneaky. Oh, I can't do it. I'm trying to do this from a quick inventory. I don't know if that's gonna work.
You can drag and drop your icons for your various attacks and shit onto your hotbar at the bottom, the one that's numbered 1 through 0.
I was trying to do it from this thing on the top that's inventory features, attributes, all that stuff, because that was quick and fast.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I should just remove features that only sometimes work.
All right. So we gotta do a rapier attack with advantage. It didn't seem to go well.
Nope, did not hit. You go to poke him, and your rapier skates off of his armor.
That's not good.
He says,
Okay.
to you, Rochak, while as you poke him, he says, "Your childish toys will not avail you."
Okay. I think that's all I can really do.
Okay. Morgan, your turn.
Am I able to tell this is like a person or just like an animated suit of armor?
Make an investigation check.
Oh.
This is actually an animated suit of armor. There's no one inside.
I fucking knew it. Oh, that messes me up though.
I do want to say, do not apply your knowledge of D&D monsters to these monsters. Every monster has either been customized or altered in some fashion.
Yeah, I trust me, I'm not that well versed, but
Okay.
I'm gonna try to slow it down with frostbite.
Okay.
It's gonna take jokes on you. I have no knowledge of D&D monsters, so we're good.
Target must save. How does I? I thought I clicked it.
Okay, so he's got to make
Use
a
a little.
con save. Yeah, there's a bullseye button in the token controls menu. You can click on that and then click on your enemy. Or you can hover the mouse over an enemy and press T. Yep, there you go. You got it. And then try casting your spell. Oh, there it goes. Okay, sorry.
Standard roll.
He saved with a 22.
Damn it. Okay.
Man, we are not doing well here, and it's a good chunk of that is my fault.
Nizak, it is your turn. You're in the hallway. The elf ran off to the what you assume is back up the hallway where you just came from. He's fucking gone. He was fast.
You said they're in trouble.
Yeah.
As the elf basically says they're in trouble or whatever he said, Nazak will just kind of sigh and just turn towards the elf as run off and realize that he's gone already. So I have a mechanics question.
Yes.
Dropping things, are they a free action? Are they a regular action? What's the go there?
I will allow you to drop fucking anything for free.
Good. Get this fucking thing out of my god. So he's basically going to take the chest that he's kind of like strapped to his back, like on top of his backpack, and he's just going to drop it.
Okay.
Just going to drop it right there. And he is going to move as fast as he can after the elf.
Okay.
I have a movement of 20. Is there like a sprint option that basically uses everything up, or is 20 as far as I can go?
You can use your action to dash, which will give you 40 feet of movement.
Then that's what we're going to have to do here. So...
Does your speed increase once you've stopped being encumbered?
Yes, it'll go back to its normal value.
Unfortunately, I'm still incumbent.
The
The issue of that is it's the chainmail is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
He's got to drop down to 80 carried, and he's got 104.5. So
yeah, and I'm not getting down there without dropping
everything. Yeah.
Without dropping, basically, I'd have to drop my armor to. Yeah. So 40 was there. Can I do this? No, it's not gonna let me.
There was a option before, but that's been since disabled with version changes.
Cool, no worries. So that's 40.
Yep. You can see this weird smoke thing right here. But that was your movement and your action.
Action.
So in like Dark Heresy terms, that's your full action. So
That's my full action, yeah.
So
there is a bonus action, but we can't do anything with that. So that'll be it. And I show up and I just see who is this in front of me?
This is the Great Panjandrum, who is a Dagling. He's a little lizard guy. Even, he's weird, but he's sentient as far as you can tell.
Right, and then I see this smoke thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is this a trick? Is this part of this small little, possibly lizard, possibly wizard? Is this what is going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, is drawing a weapon an action, by the way?
No, I don't.
Okay, and we'll draw his. Okay, and we'll draw his saber and be like, and that'll be it.
Okay. That is the end of your turn. Back to the Golden Knight's turn. He's going to shove you out of his way, Morgan.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Well, no, he's not.
Go ahead.
I'm angry.
You can roll a athletics or acrobatics check to resist.
Please, no more crit fails.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, he pushes you out of his way, and he steps onto the ice. Now he's going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, damn it.
Dude, what the hell?
He's fine. He's going to pick up Olafina if he can. Athletics check. So he gets his full number of attacks when he makes a grapple check. You're meeting or beating a 10, Olafina.
That's acrobatics or athletics?
Correct. It's either.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Normal, that's a skill, just regular skill check?
Yes.
Okay.
Success. You dodge him, and he's going to say, wiggly. And he's going to try again.
Wiggly with the
fuck? 12 now. You gotta roll again.
Wiggly.
Alright, you slip out of his grasp once again.
As she slips out of his grasp, she says, I've seen children with better reflexes.
In response, and this is the end of his turn, he says, you want it the hard way then. This, smoke guy is going to move. That's out of your range, Morgan, so you may make an attack of opportunity against it.
What?
Against the smoke elemental, not against the Golden Knight.
Morgan?
Sorry. I'm gonna do the frostbite again. Just keep trying to slow him down at least. So I did the T thing again.
I don't believe you can cast
unless you're a warcaster.
Yeah, you can't cantrip unless you're a warcaster, so you have to use a melee weapon. Spear or mace.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. You need to have the warcaster feature to do that.
Good.
You can bonk them or poke them.
Bonk them or poke.
Sorry, can you just point out where it says in Warcaster that I need to...
Standard, you can only make an opportunity attack with a melee weapon.
Yep.
Or your hands. The Warcaster feature specifically allows you to cast a spell as an opportunity attack.
Oh, sorry, I got confused. Then I will use my mace.
Going for the bonk.
Yeah, because Spear's not going to work against animated armor.
Oh, you can't attack the armor. It's got to be the smoke elemental. That's what moved.
Okay, fine. Still going to use the mace.
Okay.
How do I standard? I'm trying to do it, but it's not letting me.
The game's paused.
Oh, that's my fucking bad. Oopsie. Has it been like this the whole time? Not that elemental, this one.
Oh.
He's the one who moved. Yeah.
I'm hovering over the mace. There it is.
Here you go. Oh, I meant to do a foundry day for you guys so you could fuck around in the test. Brain, once again fails. Oh, you hit him!
Nice.
Go ahead, roll damage.
Wow!
Big 5, -1. Yeah, so you hit him in the back and it goes, oh! Well, I guess we're gonna play. And that is the end of your opportunity attack. So it moved here, and then it turns around and goes to swipe at you with its claws.
No.
It's going to.
Nothing.
No.
It hits you.
Yes. Yes. Ow.
For all the damage, you are unconscious.
Holy shit. Oh, this is interesting.
The world goes dark. It's gonna end its turn there. Joriel, your turn.
Joriel is gripping the mirror shard so hard he's bleeding at this point, and he's going to not really know what to do. At this point, he's going to look to the golden armor and say, "We're guests of the lady. If you think us intruders, then welcome," and cast command again using the word welcome.
Okay. So he's got a wisdom saving throw. You can also make a persuasion check on top of it.
Okay. He fails.
Yeah. So he is currently no longer considering you guys enemies. But go ahead and make your persuasion check.
Standard 10.
Standard 10. That is way over his standard insight, his passive insight. He says, "The lady of the house."
Of course.
He nods and says, "For now, we are allies." And
Absolutely.
And that is the end of your turn.
No, bonus action.
Bonus action.
Because I am... Joriel will look at Morgan and sort of, without really understanding what he's doing, point the mirror shard at her, and in it he sees her just breathing normally, and the mirror begins to reflect reality as he casts Spare the Dying as a bonus action.
You do not have to make death saving throws.
Okay, cool.
You're stable.
I should change the wording, because specifically my Spare the Dying does not have to be touch.
Right.
It is 30 feet and a bonus action.
It does say 30 feet at the bottom. Or,
yeah,
on the data, so...
That's really nice.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn now.
Olafina, it is now your turn.
Good joy. I was going to smack him with the thing, but now I'm going to have to do something else. So I'm just going to use Frostbite on this fellow.
That guy?
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
He's got to make a con save. Con save.
Alright.
Your DC, I think, is... Oh, God. He failed. Big time. So go ahead and roll me a D6.
Alright.
And it's got a disadvantage, because it's not warm.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage. Well, it has disadvantage. Not you. The smoke elemental does.
But I'm rolling just damage.
Yeah, you rolled your damage. You rolled your D6 already.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying you forgot to do disadvantage. That's fine, sorry.
No, it now has disadvantage from your frostbite.
On the next weapon attack it makes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can equip a weapon with a bonus thing,
I
right?
allow it to be a free action, so you can just equip a weapon.
Okay, I'm going to slide my small knife out of... Oh wait, is that not a
No,
weapon?
that's more like a letter opener or like a
Okay, never mind.
like your eating knife, that kind of thing. Your quarterstaff is a weapon, though.
Alright, well, I already have that out, so we're good.
Okay. End of your turn?
Yep. Actually, no, I can't disengage with a bonus action because I'm not a rogue.
Yep. It's this guy, and he's gonna go turn to you, Pangendrum, and say, "Ooh, that was spicy. I would love to pick a card, though. Let me pick a card." And it's intrigued by you, and that's gonna be its turn. It's demanding to pick a card. It's now this. Sorry, you were a bit garbled. What'd you say?
I fan the cards out in front of it.
It picks a card. We're gonna go back. It picks a card, and it says, "I got 10 of Swords. What's it mean?"
Yeah, it's not my turn yet, right?
No, but this conversation is taking place, over the course of this turn.
Yeah.
So you can say
It means
something to it. Yeah, it means.
It means magic missile.
Okay. Okay. So when you
on
get
my
out,
turn, I'm blasting it.
all right. This smoke elemental is going to take a swipe at you, Rotak. Ooh, critical hit.
Oh, well.
9 damage. You're now unconscious.
Ooh.
Ooh. Where is it? Is it? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. It is now the Great Pangendrum's turn. You magic missile.
Magic missile. Yeah. You have no available. What do you mean I have no available spell slots? You lying.
Oh, let me fix that. There you go.
Oh, good. Magic missile.
All right, so you get 3 darts, and each one deals 1d4 plus 1 damage. So
yeah, they're all going at him.
Yep, 3d4 plus 3. You can just roll the damage. There's no save. There's no attack roll. Some of the things I say are for the benefit of everybody. Especially some people are new to the game. So, you deal 9 points of damage. Massive hit. Parts of it are blown away. It goes, ooh! And that's, is that your turn?
I snatch my card out of the air.
Okay.
Yes.
Rotak, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Yes.
I'm taking a nappy.
Yep.
Saves. Normal.
Good. Morgan, you are stable. However, you can do nothing on your turn because you are unconscious. Nice.
I'm taking a nap.
Yep. Your turn. You could get to this smoke elemental. Livesy, you're muted.
I've muted both ways. Why have I done this to myself? Hear me now?
Yes.
Fantastic. Do I hear this conversation between
Oh, yeah.
Panendrum and... Oh.
You're like, oh, they're cute.
It's so, Nightzack is going to move up to this smoke being after hearing this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my god. Okay, thank you. I was desperately trying to get off the rules.
I got you, homie. You can ping. You can ping.
Okay,
Until you get used to this, you can ping where you want to go, and I will move you.
Awesome, thank you.
Quick mechanical question.
Yes.
Sorry. With I can't remember his name right now. Hold on a second.
Cool.
With Joriel and Morrigan, where they are, does everyone who attacks that smoke elemental have advantage against them, or only Morrigan and Joriel?
No one does, because Morrigan is not a threat. She's unconscious.
Alright, if she were a threat.
No,
and
she would
not
have to be
unconscious.
standing here to have for
Okay.
Joriel to be flanking.
Alright.
It would technically be overwhelmed, because then the Golden Knight would be on the third side. So, Nysak, it is your turn. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yep. So, as Isaac approaches and basically says, "Those weren't knives. That was arcane," and then stabs at the elemental.
Okay. Do you know how to target?
I do not know how to target.
Well, you have your mouse over the smoke elemental already. You could just press T.
T?
T.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Those chevrons mean that you've got them targeted.
Cool. And then roll with my saber, or
Yeah, you click on the icon of your yep, just like that, and then roll the attack and then the damage.
Okay.
You hit him on the money with a 12.
Money, 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 money. Oh, sweet zombie Jesus.
Armor class is meet or beat. It is destroyed. You take a stab at it with your saber, and it completely dissipates and goes as it dies. That was fun, and then it dissipates completely.
As it dissipates, I turn to Panjandrum, deadpan as all possible, and goes, "That was funny." And I'll let my turn.
Deadpan Panjandrum.
You can respond, Panjandrum, if you'd like. It's now the Golden Knight's turn.
So he says, the great Panjandrum knows how to make the jokes.
Okay. The Golden Knight goes ahead and takes his spear and stabs at the elemental that is to the left of Morgan. Missing. It's going to take another stab attack.
Not missing.
Not missing. Killing it.
Nice.
And then it's going to turn to the other one.
Not missing.
Not missing. Dealing 7 points of damage. Okay. That is the end of the knight's turn. This one is destroyed as well. It is now this creature's turn. It's going to turn to the Golden Knight and say, you're a little bit tough. And it's going to make its attack. It's going to fail its attack roll. Actually, when this thing dies over here, when both of these die, because they both died on their turn, they leave a cloud of smoke. Extends for 5 feet in every direction. Which basically is heavily obscuring. You can't see. So as you say, that was funny. A big burst of smoke just fills that area right there. Okay. That is the end of that Mephit's turn, because it makes one attack. Joriel, your turn.
Joriel is going to similarly the shard of the mirror points towards Rotak and Spare the Dying again. And then it sort of like switches directions back towards this elemental, and this eerie ringing noise starts happening.
Tolls a dead?
Yep.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. If you roll damage for it, it should automatically pull it.
Okay. It's taken damage already, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
There it goes. It fails and is destroyed.
Nice.
The ringing creates this reverberation in its structure, and it just sort of like turns into smoke rings.
Okay, that ends the combat.
Olafine is immediately going to come to Morgan's aid, doing the whatever it is that you do to fix. I don't know the exact action, but when
Maybe
someone's
help.
stable, you can wake them, right?
Or
Uh,
medicine check or healthy?
They do need to recover at least one hit point to wake up. So that could take it takes 1d4 hours to do so on their own, or they can be healed.
Oh, I have a potion of healing.
Oh no, if only there was somebody who had, say, a hand of healing.
Okay.
Comes over, inspects the madness and the carnage, walks over, and lays hand on Morgan. Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it.
Or just sprawled out on the floor, like in the most uncomfortable fucking way possible.
You got like one of your legs bent awkwardly.
Yes.
Oh, no.
What the hell is lay on hands?
It should be in your feet. Oh, yeah, it's in your features. So you get 5 points of it. You just tell me how many points you want to use.
The golden rule. 1 hit point.
Yep, the only one that counts is the last one.
Last one. That's exactly right.
That's absolutely right. You're no longer prone or unconscious. Rotak's also down.
Oh. I do enjoy the small little lizard.
He's pretty big.
Has the Golden Knight said or done anything since we ended the combat, or is he just standing there?
It's only been a moment, but he's going to move between you all, and he's going to start speaking to Joriel, because that's who he believes is in charge at the moment. And then you lay on hands, and you give him the 1 hit point.
Yep.
So you also wake up Rotak, and the Golden Knight says to you, Joriel, he says, "The lady of the house is benevolent. However, we have many trials for you. Eventually, we will face each other in combat. But for now, I will let you be. Beware the other third."
Other third?
Yes.
I am sorry, I am not as enlightened as you or your lady. Do you know, could you explain what that is?
The Star Hunter. Beware of her. She does not believe in the goals that the lady of the house has set. She does not think it is possible. And he starts walking away. He regards you, Pengendrum, and says, "We are truly in the darkest of times." And then continues walking.
He's just gone.
Bye, have a beautiful time. Thanks for fucking grappling me. At least buy me dinner first.
Please buy me tuna first. She's going to open the door now. Olafine is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the game is paused again.
Apologies. It automatically pauses when combat ends. Each of you earned 25 experience points at the end of that combat.
Yay! Yippee!
Yippee!
Nizak is gonna go back the way he came. Get to the Great Pendendrum. Look at him.
I'm going to repeat.
Okay.
And go, "You are a humorous little lizard." And move past. Trying to pick up this 40 pounds of bullshit.
So Olafina, you walk into this room. It is a marble room, just like many of the others. The walls are as they appear. It is well lit. This room has some murals that have faded and have been aged. They are more or less destroyed by time. Oh, yeah, she went to the bathroom. My bad. Everyone else, that is what's going on with that room.
I think Joriel will slip past and, I suppose, give them a proper look.
Sure, yeah. Make an investigation check.
I'm sorry about that. I was holding that too long.
It's okay. Do you guys want to take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah,
if everyone else wants to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good now.
Oh, okay.
5 to minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes is good. I'll pause here.
Sure.
Alright.
What did you say last before we go?
No, we'll just take. Oh,
Sorry, I clicked it and it had taken forever to load in, but
Oh, that's okay.
we'll put a pin in that.
so here we are. We're back. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna unpause, and you guys can do your thing. So you rolled an investigation check at 19. Hi, Deli Do. Oh no, you're Odie. Hi, Odie. Go lay down, buddy. What's wrong? You're okay. Yeah, it's okay, bud. You rolled a 19 investigation check. These murals seem to depict a world. You can see that, like, it's supposed to be your world, because you can see parts of the ring, you can see parts of, like, the planet, you can see kind of, like, ice caps and that sort of thing. You can also see that there is another version of the world, but there are pieces off of it. It's not really clear because the murals are so messed up from age and time, which is also interesting to you because this isn't. Everything else has been in pristine condition, and then
except for the one room with the altar, which was worn with.
Yes,
worn from someone.
Yes, the carpet was worn from someone
there.
kneeling there. Yeah, and then there's a third mural there, so there are 3 total, and the third one has, like, from what you can tell, a sphere covered in complete darkness, and they are ordered in world as you believe it to be, sphere of darkness, and then world with pieces coming off of it.
Oh.
Real quick, Azeloth, you said something about this room as I walked in, but I was in the restroom.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry.
That's the room we're talking about right now.
Yeah, I was talking about the murals, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
My apologies.
What had been said was essentially that we walked into a room with really worn stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
going to leave the room. Actually, no, I'm going to study the murals, see if I can glean anything from them.
Okay, you can make an investigate check.
I don't think I can do that one.
Investigation? Only investigation?
If there's something else that you want to make a case for, you can. The game is also not paused, so if anyone else wants to wander around and open more doors, you're welcome to.
The murals are showing what again? I wasn't fully paying attention. I'm sorry, someone texted me.
Investigation check. Oh, you can make a case for. You can try to make a case for other types of checks if you'd like, Olafina.
What are on the murals? I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
There is what may appear to be the world. There is a sphere that may be the world covered in darkness, and there is a sphere that may be the world with chunks coming off of it.
Ooh.
Okay. So I am going to roll an investigation check.
You don't learn anything new aside from what I've described to Joriel.
Alright. Alright, 19. Yeah.
That's not altogether promising.
Okay.
Possibly
Though I
some sort
suppose,
of cataclysm being described here. Then she walks away.
given the age of it, maybe it's already happened? I
It is
don't know.
possible. Oh.
Are you stuck?
Apparently, when you open the door, the game pauses.
What? Oh, it's because of a thing there. Hold on. I gotta. It's because of the thing that automatically opened up everything. I gotta disable that. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Fix.
There were 2 doors back with where Nizak and I were. Let's go in that direction.
I will follow.
He follows, yeah.
And then the very back.
I wish to check out the mirror.
Morgan is still pretty badly hurt, yeah?
Yeah, she is.
Yes,
like,
1 HP.
The 2 of y'all only have 1 HP.
Yeah, we're limping.
Elefina's going to notice y'all limping and just pull out her health potion, which Doesn't seem to be in my inventory. Right, it was in that chest. I forgot to grab it again. I forgot to grab it a second time. But there was a health potion that I grabbed before. I'm going to give it to Morgan and tell her drink this. And then she's going to turn around and walk away.
Alright. I'll put that in there, in your inventory, Morgan. To answer your question, Isaac, you walk up to this mirror. This room appears to have a few large standing mirrors in it. There's a crystal of some kind on the plinth to the right as you entered. There appears to be nothing else of interest in this room, save a brazier in the far left corner, tucked away by a mirror.
In the far left corner, tucked away by a mirror, did you say?
So
this over
far
here, was it?
left.
Oh. So up there, so there's a brazier there.
Yeah, it's told from the perspective of you entering the room.
Right, yep.
So I'm going to drink the potion, but it's not in my inventory
It
yet.
is now.
Thank you
Sorry.
very
Hope
much.
you want some dancing lights?
You.
Thank you.
You want some dancing lights?
Yeah.
One at a time. Just a reminder, do not speak over each other.
Sorry.
Oh, fucking I'm at full. Nice.
There you go.
Um,
I'm going to move
I-
the pan.
Oh, this is
I like our friend who doesn't know anything, just doesn't question the fact that lights suddenly show up in the middle of the air.
I mean, this has happened before already.
Yeah.
He
We
didn't
saw
react
you.
the
You
first
saw
time
you do it
either.
before. Yeah, we saw you do it. Before.
Yeah. He didn't react that time either. I just think it's funny.
Okay, so what are you guys
I
doing?
mean, you also exploded an ice bolt in the middle of nowhere, so like magic happens.
Yes. So what are you guys
Yeah.
doing in here? Who's doing what? One person at a time. I'm gonna give Nizak priority because he entered the room first, and he. Do you want to light that? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go ahead and you light that.
The angle of the mirrors makes me think lasers are going to rebound across things.
Okay. So you light the brazier. A beam of light bounces off of the mirror, which bounces off of that mirror, which bounces off that mirror, which lights the crystal.
Oh my god, it's a disco.
I was right. I was spot on.
Olafina, before that happened, was already using the dancing lights to, like, admire her reflection.
Okay.
What is this?
And now, seeing all this happen, she's turned around and,
The crystal?
Yeah, what is it?
It appears to be a crystal that is giving off some kind of glowing light.
Uh-huh.
You can make a check if you'd like. The appropriate one would be Arcana.
Which I am proficient in.
There you go.
As they do, Isaac would like to pull out his little hand mirror and put it in front of the ray of light. Try to bounce it off one of the other mirrors.
Okay.
22.
22.
My rolls are not doing well today.
No, you're not. This crystal appears to be housing a spell. It received the right kind of energy. It's already active. This spell unlocked something somewhere. Okay. You go to bounce a light around, Nizak, and you can easily catch the light and kind of bounce it around the room. Nothing happens.
Right.
Doriel will try and catch the bouncing light with his own mirror shard.
Okay, you guys bounce lights back and forth between each other.
Are you playing, like... Are you playing football with each other?
It's an elf thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Rorschach
yeah,
just
sorry.
went-
I'm uncultured.
Rorschach just sits down against the wall, resting and watching the light show.
Olafina just makes two of her dancing lights move on top of their
I just want to say, like, what I learned. I was just gonna reiterate to everyone else that there was a spell that sounds like it opened something somewhere, maybe a door.
Well, there's another door right across from us. We'll go try that.
Out of character, real quick, just a reminder from the first session, wasn't there a door on this map that I had to physically unlock, but it did not open?
Yes.
That was
upstairs.
I thought there was
Didn't
one on
understand
this
how
floor in the main
doors
hallway
work.
that we started in.
Yes, it was over here.
well, we can check
So-
that one next.
Yeah,
The
Redtag's
door-
gonna pipe up and say, there was a door that I unlocked that wouldn't open.
It wasn't that it wouldn't open, is that you said that you weren't welcome there yet.
Or maybe it was.
No.
Oh, it was the one right across from the stairs. That's what it was. Yes, it said you. Yes, that one was magically locked.
I would like to drop my dancing lights, please.
Sure.
And did that recover my spell slot?
Might have.
No.
No. Okay.
I used arcane recovery.
Okay. Yep. You
I
should.
don't quite understand Foundry yet. Sorry.
Not everything's automatic.
Still-
Some things are. Some things aren't.
It still shows me as only having one spell slot.
I just put it to 2, so you might want to click off and click back on.
Alright, I got it now. Thank you.
Goriel will take the dodge action as he opens this door.
Sure.
Ugh. Nothing?
So this appears to be a scriptorium. There are several desks set up for those that possess the skills to write. Ink, pens, and paper, as well as books, are set about the furniture. From a glance around the room, there is a fine layer of dust on everything. There are 2 unlit chandeliers hanging from the 10-foot ceiling. There is a knob by the door. The 2 bookcases are laden with codices.
Goriel's gonna shout to Olfina, get back, there's a swarm of bats in here. And will point towards this corner of the room.
You see like a fuckload of bats kind of nesting in the corner. They're kind of different looking. They don't appear to be actual bats. They're kind of like darkness or something like that in the shape of a bat. You believe these are shades.
Would Olafina know anything about shades?
You would have to make a Arcana check.
Alright.
I'll
Come
make one
on,
as
give
well.
me a decent roll. Oh, nice.
Right.
Shades are the creatures that will devour your soul in the spectral realm until you are obliterated. They are the predators of this realm. As you notice the other group, you do also notice a completely different group. And why isn't stealthy working? It is activated. Okay, weird. There's another one in the corner.
Okay.
They have
So there's 2 groups of them. Where's the second group, I mean? I see one right here. I don't see the other one right here.
I think it's because I've got a higher passive perception.
Ah.
Joriel will say, I don't exactly know what's in this room, but I don't know if it's worth us.
Olafina conveys, these are shades. They are the predators of this realm, known for devouring your souls until they are obliterated.
Well, then how do you
Would
take a step back?
Olafina would probably know if this group could take two shades. He's
from what you just saw, your combined combat prowess is not great.
Yeah.
Shades are also
She closes the door behind her as she steps away.
Just a quick question.
Sure.
So with with one of my backgrounds, because what we took was, I just want to see. Would I know a little bit more about what shades are? So the fact that a shade has been mentioned with my background, would I know anything further, or just what's been told?
You would be aware that there's a lot of different behaviors that these creatures take, depending on whatever form they are in. shade bats lie in wait for someone to come across. They're individually weak, but when they're in a swarm, that's generally how they feed. They will quickly overwhelm an individual and destroy them faster than anything else, like piranhas would. They're like flying piranhas. The more dangerous types of shades are, shade hounds, shade soul stealers.
Yep.
There's a variety of different kinds and in different shapes. The most dangerous kind of shade that you are aware of is a shade dragon.
Right. Okay. Would I also? Oh, sorry, I've used lay on hands a couple of times. Let me change that really quickly. Would I guess know that with the equipment on me that I could fight these shades? Or actually, probably, yeah. Could I fight these shades with the equipment that I have with ease, or is this kind of like I know my limits and just me alone is not going to be able to deal with a group of shade bats?
You alone will not be able to deal with a group of shade bats. This is also 2 clusters of them.
Okay.
Let me finish. This is you as a whole group, all 6 of you would have a hard time with them right now.
Right. Okay. I am going to produce my holy symbol from around my neck and just place it on the outside of my of my chainmail and walk away.
Okay.
Elephant is going to follow him.
I got you,
Back
Panch.
where we started.
Doors upon doors. For fuck's sakes.
Olathina's going to tap him on the shoulder and say, 2 of us are badly hurt. I think we should maybe head back to the... What was the word for it again?
The solar.
Solar. I think we should head back to the solar and get some rest.
Perhaps we should ask those that are wounded, those that are hurt. And he
I'm recovered.
Indeed.
turns to the lizard that is not the wizard. And you, young Scaldy, and I will say this in Scaldy itself.
Like I'm down to half health.
Oh, you can speak Sisak?
Yeah, I can, yeah. So instead of with my tail, I will move my hands and fingers to mimic a tail in the conversation.
Yep, you have to.
Yep, I have to, I have no choice.
Replying in Sisak with annoyed swishes of the tail, Rotax just, I am not young, but I am wounded.
Relays back with feigned apology. Sorry, do you wish to return and heal, old one?
I wish to check that door and then go rest.
And then I turn back to Velvety, and I basically say, while still speaking Scaldy, that the lizard that is not the wizard wishes to explore the door.
Doesn't speak Scaldy. She looks at you and says, in Kruick, I'm going to need you to repeat that.
He stops wiggling his fingers and goes, the lizard would like to look through this door.
Right. I feel like that's ill-advised, considering we are not
Scaldy, sorry.
Yeah.
Which door is it, by the way? It's the one that's right across from the stairs, right?
If I recall, it was this one.
Oh yes, this is the one that you could not open. You succeeded on a check, but you could not open.
Yeah, I lockpicked it, but it wouldn't physically open.
He's going to stand right here because she knows shit's going to come down on them if they try to open that. If they manage to open that door. She's going to say as much. This is ill-advised, as we have already found that we are not welcome beyond this door.
Nizak will, is it Rotak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll look at Rotak and gesture towards the door. Like, this is the one you wish to open. He says that in High Kruik, by the way. Or just Common Kruik, sorry, rather.
You have both.
I mean, yeah. Rotak will open it then. If we can. Let's try it. There's no sound. Aw.
It does not.
Is it still
does not
still
appear,
magically locked?
Yeah, it does not appear to be unlocked.
Well, it wasn't this that was opened by the lights.
Back to the solar then.
Yes.
Just goes as she just walks up there without a single moment's delay.
Okay, are you all going to the solar, or is someone staying behind? I'm going to say generally, for you all to leave the map, you must be together.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Okay.
All right, Larry in studios, calm down.
Okay. We should
Let me
definitely
split the
go
gun. Let me split the goddamn party. Let me.
All right. Let me go ahead and move you guys to the solar then. Activate. Okay. You arrive in the solar.
She's going to go grab a food, and then whenever she's done eating the food, she's going to sit in this chair and start reading Corinthian Village Life in 1083 AJ, quietly in this room, alone.
Okay.
What food shows up for Rotak since everyone else got descriptions of?
Oh yeah.
the
Go
food?
ahead and roll for me a intelligence saving throw.
I can't wait for it to be bugs and worms.
Did that show up?
I saw that it came across, but I did not see it show up. But I did see you rolled a 9 on the die. You do have a +3. So you do succeed.
I have a +5.
Oh, yes, you do have a +5. So that'd be a 14. You do succeed. A decent dinner of fish roasted and a variety of like river vegetables that are common in Krunth also appear roasted as well. And you also have a couple of other like foraged nuts and berries and such on such a plate.
Is there just like a big bowl of all of this?
Yeah, it's just all in a big bowl.
Rotak just like takes the big bowl, goes and finds a corner, and curls up wrapped around the bowl, eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Just lizard curled up into a ring, just occasionally hand into bowl, into mouth. Just
Okay, anybody want to do anything else here?
Toriel's gonna
Sticking
grab
his
some
whole
more
hand into his
momos.
own mouth.
What are you doing, Joriel?
Grab some more momos.
Yeah, there you go.
what did you say, Olafina? I didn't hear you.
Sticking his whole hand into his mouth with the contents of the bowl
Oh yeah, of course.
in his dead hand.
What's this like on this table? Is there anything on this table? Is this a table?
That what you're in front of is a cupboard. It's more of like a
Ow.
a cupboard or a hutch. And to the right of it is a table. There are various oils, bathing salts, a bubble bath of sorts, soaps of various different scents. I do have a description of the baths for you, if you'd like.
No, it's all right. I think he's come to that conclusion that that's what this area is, and realizes there is no need for that at the moment. Is there an area around here that's kind of like a study or like a
library?
Probably some place to like study tools or things of that nature.
There's a desk over here with a chair, and there is a long table here that is just empty, so you could work on tools there if you'd like.
Nizak's gonna kind of sit down and place his jewel making tools, jewelers making tools, and just inspect them and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be, and spend a little bit of time contemplating on what he can create, what he can craft, what can he make from this area from what he's seen so far.
You would need raw materials, but you do have a full kit that is in good condition. So it's freshly made. It looks like it has been handcrafted by a master artisan. There is on one of the smaller pieces for inserting gems into like facets such as rings and that sort of thing. There is an inscription of 2 letters in Dark Elvish, and they would make the initials AA.
Right.
Yes, Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes. You suppose it stands for Illyria Allenmord.
Okay, I was about to say, does everyone else know the last name of the lady?
She didn't introduce herself. She introduced herself as the Comtesse. She said, "I am Illyria Allenmord, the Comtesse Agarta."
Right.
This bath has healing properties, right?
As far as you know.
Alright. However long it would take Olafina to read the book that you gave me, whenever she finishes it, she clasps it closed with one hand, returns it to its spot in the bookshelf, and then goes over to bathe.
Okay. It'll take you a couple hours to do so. However, easy enough to do. It's not a hard read. Village life has not changed much.
Right.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything? Do I have all?
I think no.
I have all the player characters in here. Okay.
If anyone comes across him, he's just asleep on the floor, looking at the ball, like his hand still immobile, as if he was reaching for more food, because there's still food level and shelf place that way.
Joriel, to clarify, what was the holy symbol that Nizak took out?
That's a very good question.
Does it match
Go on.
the holy symbol that was on the altar to Azeroth?
Mayhaps.
Would Olafina have recognized it? A, she's a Dramini herself, and B, she is proficient in religion.
Are you?
So do I roll or?
No. Let me ask my question to Livesey.
Sorry.
Are you waiting for my input, Livesey, or do you already?
Yes. What? Yeah. So I've got a rough idea of what it is, but also at the same time, it's kind of like, well, it's a small symbol. Did it in passing as I was like kind of walking away, so like I'm waiting for your input.
I would say you've had enough interaction and time interacting with everyone since you took it out in front of the room with the shade bats in it, that everyone has seen it at least some point. It is a moon, crescent moon, and it is a it's actually like a crescent moon with like another crescent moon overlaid on top of it. This is a well-known symbol of the priesthood of Azeroth, but it is one that is given to its paladins.
In which case, I think Joriel will approach Nizak at some point during this rest period. Sorry to disturb you, but I couldn't help but notice the symbol you wear.
Yes.
I don't exactly know. I don't know much about Azeroth, as it were. Well, I'm from the plains. We worship power, you know? How do you... Does Azeroth ever contact you?
Nizak will kind of like narrow his eyes. What, pray tell, question is that?
I guess not so much contact, but like, do you ever feel their presence and stuff?
If you're asking if this is a gateway to talk towards my god, it is not. It is something that provides me enlightenment and, I guess, in a way, power, strength, in defeating those that are beyond the veil. I guess, well, the veil that we sit in now. I think it was given to me at a young age by my matron, and I have used it to demolish demons, both in physical and I guess in spectral form, I guess is the term that you could say. But
Right.
Does it allow me to speak to Azeroth? No. No, it does not. Does it provide me a sense of comfort and well-being? Perhaps. Why?
Doriel's gonna produce the mirror shards that they sort of have been using as a dowsing rod / magic wand. I'm not, like you said, I'm not a devout of Azeroth. But ever since we got to that altar of his, I can't help but feel something's been different. Like when I say stuff, like that night, I told him to drop Morgan there, and he did it, which nobody's listened to me like that, not even my kids. So, and then also I was able to just sort of... I'm doing magic now, I think. And it all started when I came across that altar. So I'm wondering if you knew anything about being a priest of Azeroth? Or if there's like rites of initiation or what?
Roll me a 1d20 for me, please, Lee.
I ask for the rolls. Roll him a 1d20, Lee.
15!
Nizak will produce... Sorry, that still got me. Will produce his mirror and place it on the desk. And basically say that he has carried this... So Nizak will say, I've carried this with me from a young age. Now, I'm not saying that it's a light or a barrier between us and the gods, or God, or whatever you choose to believe. But there is a profane feeling of connection that I've always had.
You said profane. Sorry.
I realize that we're not in person. If we were, I'd be like, excuse me? I could be speaking in Scaldi for all you know. You don't know.
I'm the DM. I'm everywhere. Continue. Sorry, my bad.
Can be felt as a connection in the terms of asking me if staring at an altar in whatever this is beyond death, beyond life, if that has given you some sort of arcane magic or powers, that would be asked of whatever has brought us here.
Right. Actually, I have a question for the GM. The mirror that Nizak has, does it look like what my mirror looked like when it was whole?
No, it is in a different shape. His mirror is more of a. It has a sort of a dark wood, like a blackish or purplish wood around the frame, and it's got a sort of gold and adamantine braid around its edges. Adamantine, or Ada as the Dark Elves call it, is a more abundant metal available to them. They use it as currency in some cases.
Right. I guess... Huh. Is that a... That's not a sending mirror, is it?
Who are you asking?
Nizak.
Okay. Out of character, my knowledge of D&D and well as like its races and things are absolutely bare minimum. So any kind of question like this, I'm gonna need help on.
I'm helping. I'll help you. So no, it is not a sending mirror. When you look at it, you are reminded all of the things you said, which was quite accurate. But at the same time, you were reminded that death is always near, and it is always with you, in one way or another, ready for the moment of your death to embrace you and bring you over to the other side. It is the threshold that everyone carries with them, and that's what the mirror reminds you of as well. When you look into it, it is purely a liturgical device for you. To answer another question, you also know that there are no male priests of Azuloth. It is within Dark Elvish, within the Dark Elvish versions of the religion. So the idea that he could be or would want to be a priest baffles you, for starters. The fact that he's even talking to you is also baffling, because he's an elf and you're a dark elf, and your two people have been on non-speaking terms for millennia, as far as you know. Like, they don't even acknowledge your existence, and now this one is talking to you, which is wild. Like, you're having the wildest moment of your life right now.
I'm going to be honest, this has been a day of absolutely wild moments. So at this point, like, so far, I've seen like a Steam thing basically play cards with a small lizard wizard and lose, and then I've seen a gigantic like man in golden armor just walk past me like it's absolutely nothing, and I'm just sitting here like, today is a day of firsts. Whatever is going on, today is a day of firsts. Roll with it and see how we go.
Yes.
Like, for example, getting a chance to use my Scully for probably what's the first time in like 100 years or 200 years.
Yes. So you're aware that this mirror will not send messages anywhere. It is just for you.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess what do you convey of that knowledge?
That it is not a descending mirror, I think is what you asked originally. And that it just brings me comfort, as it is always with me.
Well, I suppose that would have been too easy.
Like how Streamview has its own cursor, by the way.
Yes, it does.
It's watching you bathe.
Thanks for answering my questions, even though I still have no idea what they... I have no answers, but I appreciate you taking the time.
Why did the game cast the ice knife? What?
There's some kind of error living on your sheet, so.
Oh, okay.
Nizak will nod, put the mirror back, and continue looking at his tools and fiddling with them, as if trying to design something that is not there just as of yet.
All right. That's Joriel will begin. I guess. Did we decide on taking a long or short rest during this period of rest?
We did not decide on anything. But we've been here a while because Olafina read through an entire book, so.
Minimum short rest, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any other roleplay that you guys want to do? Morgan, Pange, Rotak.
Rotak's asleep.
Rotak's taking a big old nap. So Morgan and Pange, you're the only two that I have not heard from yet.
Unless someone goes waking him up.
I'll be honest here. I'm kind of fading myself because it's almost midnight where I'm at.
Okay. Well, I'm asking because if not, we're going to end the session here.
Okay, then no, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about
I'm taking a nap on the couch.
I was about to say I did not get much sleep last night, and I am starting to get tired.
Okay. Well, Pange, anything you want to do? Great Panjandrum.
Is that the wizard lizard?
That is the wizard lizard, yes.
Okay.
No, I have nothing.
Okay. Then we will pick up here at the beginning of the next session, which is on the 3rd of August. Same bat channel, same bat time. Thank you guys for devoting your time and playing with us, and I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, I love
had
my
fun, yeah.
beat. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I
good.
hope y'all enjoyed it too. I had fun. Y'all take care.
All right.
Ooh, good night.
Have a good one.